Hazards surrounds the topic of forced displacement, be that as a result of war and conflict, or violence, persecution, or even natural disasters. And the really interesting thing about this production is that it sets the precedent to hire, to employ, and to amplify the voices of refugees, asylum seekers, and even individuals that have been forced to flee. So this show is really particular because it uses projection mapping, we have dance, we have live theater where there's doing scene work, there's incredibly powerful moments, there are some really beautiful, striking visual and almost hyper-visual moments, as well as some highly acrobatic, really intense moments as well. ASF was founded in 2022 as a direct result of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and we are a humanitarian and performing arts nonprofit whose mission is to provide outreach, enrichment, and entertainment to all ages in areas impacted by war, violence, natural disaster, and economic disparity. And we do that through several programs. One is by providing classes, workshops, performances, and performance opportunities to individuals in war zones and conflict areas, to Title I schools here in North Texas that are low-income schools and low-income students, and now by employing and representing the voices of refugees, asylum seekers, and individuals forced to flee. So Hazards came to fruition because when we began humanitarian operations overseas, just from the start we met Polish, Ukrainian, Belarusian, and so many international performing artists, be they dancers, actors, performers, even visual artists, that really sought a creative expression and a means to use a vehicle to really express what was going on. The namesake of Hazards actually comes from the fact that there are 18 natural disasters or natural hazards defined by FEMA, America's Federal Emergency Management Agency. And what's interesting is that FEMA has a data set that they pulled together called the National Risk Index. The city of Dallas is actually at the 99th percentile, which is one of the highest risks in the country for natural disasters. So we crafted our first concert in Poland that was more like a performance series, and the children residents of Warsaw's largest center, as well as the adults and even some staff, performed and put on a big show. Our second concert was even larger and created the ability for the residents of the center, the staff and the volunteers, and even individuals from outside to come together and to perform. And it became very clear to us that this was something that was needed in the world. So we've taken that process, and it's really excited to bring that process back home. More than half of the cast of Hazards is actually personally influenced by forced displacement or has a direct family member that's been forced to flee their homes. So we have the opportunity to amplify those voices and to tell authentic stories, which is really special. Something else that's really exciting is that we are currently working with many partners to provide tickets to refugees, asylum seekers, and individuals who have been forcibly displaced that now call Dallas home. So we're able to gift those tickets and really just give people a night out on a town to come and see performances that are about their stories, about similar stories, and they can really feel connected to.